Well, it's, God, what date is the date? It's Monday the 18th of November, and I'm down at the castle at Broughty Ferry. So this is where I've moved to, and I'm not expecting to catch anything today. I'm just checking as much to see the water or anything like that. So I'm basically spinning with a 10 to 30 gram rod, 4,000 size reel, and it's a 21 gram lure I've got on at the minute. And I'm basically just checking what the conditions are like, all that sort of stuff. Seeing how weedy it is, you know, basically trying to get a feel for the area. High tide is in about 3 hours. So I'm at the side of the castle. It's currently 4 degrees outside. So it's not going to win any awards for warmest day, but still nice to get out. I was just speaking to a guy, and I basically just confirmed I get a half day off every week currently. That might change. And I feel like I want to try and make use of it. So this is free. It's in the town that I now live in. So there's no harm in giving it a shot. I've heard lots of reports from people say that this area, you've got a chance of coalies, you've got the occasional codling, even the occasional flies on the lure. So I figured I'll give it a shot. No guarantees of success, but not a guaranteed failure either. And it's just nice to be out and about, frankly. So yeah, it's not particularly deep here. I'm wondering if I'd be better off fishing off the little pier on the other side. I probably will move to that shortly when this water gets a little bit higher anyway. Just see how things go. In fact, I'm going to move up and try and cast off the rock itself. Does move a bit of clambering, but I can deal with that, I think. So this seems like a better spot with significantly, well, I was going to say significantly, maybe not. There's quite a bit more depth. You can see a huge bit of current right in front of us from that pier there. But around here it doesn't actually seem too bad. So could potentially use that current. Do need to watch what I'm doing, because obviously once the water gets up to that bit there, I'll have to clamber back. But yeah, I can fish here, and then when the water does get up to that level, I could probably move over to the pier itself. Give this a go though. Looks like as good a spot as any, and yeah, you've got a little bit more depth in that current. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the current. The current's moving the line. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that current really does. That's a fish. That's a fish and it's not small. Jesus. What is that? Ah, I say it's not small. It didn't feel small. I don't know what this is. Ah. Whoa. Oh, it's a sea trout. Shit. And I didn't bring a bloody landing net. Okay. Let's give it a bit of... There we go. Let's give it a little bit. Oh shit, it's got itself in the weed. Come on. Let's see, I've caught the weed. Come on, this side, come on, that's it. Oh, it's a beautiful fish. Must be at least pound and a half. Right, I didn't bring a landing net. I need to make sure I've got that next time. Need to get myself down. And just try and safely get this unhooked and away, because I want to avoid touching it as much as possible. Right. Wow, look at that. What a beautiful fish. It's a shame it's, well, out of season and obviously wasn't the target. Right. I'm going to switch off while I try and sort this. Whew, well, that was awesome, frankly. It does give me certain hope for future, so I definitely need to make sure I've got a landing net with me now going forward, because yeah, definitely did not want to catch trout like that. God, that was a good fish. That was a very good fish. Okay, it was good fish in terms of good fight, not necessarily like the biggest fish you'll ever see, but it was fun. I enjoyed that. Because I was aiming for like little coalfish at this time. Yeah, that's pretty much all I was thinking of, was little coalfish, that sort of stuff. Wow, that current is... Oh. Not sure if I just had another pool there or not right at the end. One thing I do like about being on the coast is listening to like the oyster catchers and the red shank and all that sort of stuff. Okay, the dogs at the beach, not the best sound, but just in general listening to a little bit of wildlife. It's nice. Oh, yeah, it is chuffing cold. I'm not promising I'm going to be here that long. I've probably only been here half an hour. But I've already had, more than I was expecting, if you know what I mean. From what I have read from the locals, this area is better with metal lures rather than soft plastics, which is why I obviously chose the metal. Thing is though, if I had used the soft plastic, I probably wouldn't have got that sea trout. So it might be a better option in these colder months, in this off season, as a way to avoid catching something out of season. I don't know. got a tiny bit of weed on it. Yeah, I'm gonna move. So I've moved, but realistically I've only moved about 20-30 feet further upstream. The problem is, because I was over those rocks there, the problem is I now have, if I do catch a fish, I've got to get her up the side of this. And obviously, because I'm fishing from higher position, well, there's potential not going to get the same level of depth. Oh, there's a cormorant up there. Oh, right. Not really getting anywhere fast. Casting from up here isn't as good, so it's good to know that realistically I want to be down there. So work out around the tides for that. Because it's 2 hours before high at the minute, so I say I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just not getting any bites. That doesn't mean that's happening. I think the lure is probably initially sitting quite low in the water because I'm getting all the weed and snags and stuff, but it's then getting much higher in the water a lot quicker because I'm higher up myself, which might be out of the area of the fish. So I don't know what the noise was. There's a drone overhead. I'm going to try casting into this. Because this looks like a rather extreme current. I'm basically now retrieving about 6 feet in front of the actual harbour wall. So if there is little coalies, this is probably where I should be getting them. And that's got weed in it, so I'm going to call that a day. Oh well. It's given me ideas though. It's given me lots of thoughts for, well, the warmer months in particular, and other options, other places I could try where sea trout isn't as much of a risk, where cod are more well known, so like cod, coalfish, that sort of stuff. I might give that a try somewhere else, but we'll see how things go. Right, in that case, I'm going to sign off and head off home. It was good. It was short. I think I've only been out for a little over an hour, but this is about as local as they get for me. I literally 20-minute walk to here. 5-minute drive, so this might be something for me to consider, particularly apparently there's sections around here that are quite good for sea trout, and couldn't get a decent cast in with the fly. Across the water over Tayport could be quite good, so during the warmer months and in season I might target the sea trout, but at the moment I've spent most of this panicking thinking, oh no, what if I get a sea trout? Because when I moved to that spot, I think it was like my second or third cast, and bang, into a sea trout. So I don't want to catch them if they're not my target, if you know what I mean. particularly when they're out of season. I get if they're down here they're probably not going to be breeding, but not worth the risk. Anyway, shall speak to you all later.